Hello friends, in our previous lecture we have completed type 4, that is transactions for goods. Now we are going for type 5, that is transactions for assets. Let us write for it. So it is type 5. Transactions for assets. Okay. So let us see first theory for it. On page number 64 itself, goods related transactions we have seen. Now we are going to see asset related transactions on page number 64. Funds are arranged to commence the business or for expansion of business. These funds are invested in tangible or intangible items. Assets we know, tangible means which we can touch, feel and see. Intangible means which we cannot touch, feel and see. Items for which these funds are invested are known as assets. A study pertaining to different types of assets is undertaken in chapter number 1. As per the rule of accounting, debit assets what comes in and credit what goes out. In case land, building, plant, machine, furniture, investments, goodwill, patent, copyrights, trademarks are included. These are some of the assets. If they are coming in, if they are purchased, then don't write purchase account debit. Instead write that asset account debit. When to write purchase account debit and when to write sales account credit? Whenever we are personally purchasing the goods. Whenever we are personally not. Whenever we are purchasing the goods, then purchase debit. But whenever we are purchasing the asset, then don't debit. Purchase instead debit name of asset. Now one important thing is there at the time of acquisition, means when we are taking off the assets, documents, expense, advocate fees, stamp duty, brokerage, etc. expenses are there. All these expenses are treated as capital expense and added in the respective asset. This is very important. That we are purchasing the assets and we are incurring some of expense for it. That expense is not shown differently, not debited differently. That value is directly added to the asset as capital expense. When asset is purchased for business, as per the rule, debit what comes in, respective asset account will be debited, and when it is sold, respective account will be credited. Okay, now we are going to see the transactions, but first we will write something about. On page number 4 that sum is given, but first let's write 1 or 2 or 3 things here. Any expense incurred, any expense incurred on purchase of asset is not debited separately. Instead amount of such expense is added to value of asset. So any expense incurred on purchase of asset. Suppose stamp duty, then we will not write stamp duty account debit. Brokerage, then we will not write brokerage account debit. That expense is added to the value of asset. Whenever any business asset is sold, comma, its profit or loss on sale is to be given effect. So whenever we are having any asset in the business and we are selling it, so the loss or profit incurred on it should be given effect. Suppose we are incurring loss, then losses are debit, then we should debit that loss on sale of asset, and if we are getting profit, then we should credit separately that profit on sale of asset. When it is coming in the transaction, we will see. And one more thing, when any asset is purchased by, this thing I have given yesterday also, when any asset is purchased by exchanging goods of business, then purchase account will be credited, asset account will be debited, and amount used for transaction is of goods only. Yesterday this thing we have seen, that we are purchasing an asset by giving the goods. So credit purchase account, because goods are going out from the business other than sales, and debit what the asset is coming in. And amount, there will be given two amount. So take the amount which is of goods, wherever, whether it is less or more, take the amount of goods only. So these are some of the things to be remembered. Now going for the sum. Okay. Sum is on page number 104, 10 sum. And write the journal entry for the following transaction in the books of Sri Lakshman Chandera. Okay, journal entry in books of Lakshman Chandera. So this is question number 10. Journal entries in books of Lakshman Chandera. Only 6 transactions are there. Date, particulars, LF number, debit rupees, credit rupees. Okay, let's start. There is no date, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is given. Number 1, a machine is purchased by check 20,000 and paid for machine installation 500 in cash. So machine is purchased, don't debit machine account. So don't debit purchase account. Machine is purchased, goods are not purchased, so debit machinery account. Now we are paying the amount of machine by check, so bank account credit. We are incurring one expense, installation expense, so don't debit installation expense personally. Instead, what I said, when we are purchasing the asset, not we are purchasing the goods. Whenever we are purchasing any asset, that expense is not shown separately added to the value of asset, but that expense is paid in cash, so cash will be credited. So finally, machine will be debited with both amount, machine plus expense. Bank will be credited with machine's account because machine's amount is paid by check, and expense amount is paid in cash, so cash will be credited. So machine debit, bank credit, cash credit. Reason, machine will be debited with the amount of machine plus expense. We have to add the expense, not expense will be shown separately. If you are showing separately, transaction is wrong, because here is the rule, whenever purchasing any asset, add the value to the asset only. Bank will be credited because we are giving the check for purchasing the machinery. Cash will be credited because we are paying the cash for the expense. Yes. So number 1. Machine account debit to bank account to cash account. Now machinery account will be debited with the total amount. So first of all, bank accounts credit side we will write 20,000. In the line of bank account credit side we will write 20,000. In the line of cash account credit side we will write 500. We will add both the amount and we will debit with machinery account 20,500. B. Here we can mention everything. B. Machine purchased through check and which expense we have incurred, that we have to mention here. Installation expense is paid in cash. So you have to mention machine is purchased through check and installation expense is paid in cash. Sometimes machine's amount is not paid but expense amount is paid, so cash will be credited, and machine's amount will be not paid, so instead party's name will be written if the amount is unpaid. Okay. Second one. Furniture of 3,000 purchased from Kaveri Furniture and carriage is paid in cash 50. We are paying the expense in cash but we are not paying the amount of asset. So asset is coming in asset furniture account debit. Now we have not paid the amount to Kaveri's Furniture, so we have not paid any amount, so cash is not going out, bank is not going out, so to Kaveri Furniture not. But we have paid the expense in cash, so cash will be credited. But that expense will not be shown separately, added to the furniture, just like this expense is added to the machinery's amount. So furniture is coming in furniture account debit. We have not paid the amount to Kaveri Furniture, just they are the giver of furniture, so to Kaveri Furniture Mart. But we have paid the expense in cash, so to cash account credit. Furniture account debit to Kaveri Furniture account to cash account. Now the amount of furniture we have purchased from Kaveri Furniture Mart is 3,000. So on credit side of Kaveri Furniture Mart 3,000. Then credit side of cash 50 rupees. So the total amount of furniture purchased is 3,050. So the value of our furniture is not 3,000, it is 3,050. B. Furniture purchased on credit. We will mention because we are writing the name Kaveri Furniture. So we will mention being furniture purchased on credit from Kaveri Furniture, and which expense we have paid? Carriage, and carriage is paid in cash. Number 3. 50 shares of Mahalakshmi Mill purchased at 100 rupees per share and brokerage 20 paisa. Now where this brokerage 20 paisa is given, paisa means percentage on the total value. Okay, paisa means percentage in accountancy. Whenever we are having paisa, different calculation based on formula is there, but I am not doing that thing. Directly write percentage. Okay, for paisa we will understand percentage. Per share is paid by check. Now see, we are purchasing the shares. Now that is also a type of asset, and that asset is investment. So when the words share and debenture is given, word investment will be there. So investment in Mahalakshmi shares account debit, that is also asset. And we are paying the amount by check including brokerage, because nothing is clear about brokerage. 50 shares of Mahalakshmi Mill purchased at 100 per share and brokerage per share is paid by check. So everything is paid by check. So investment in Mahalakshmi Mills share account debit to bank account, because we have paid the total amount through bank account. So whenever seeing the word shares or debenture, you should write investment. Investment in what? Mahalakshmi Mills shares account debit to bank account, because we have paid the total amount by bank. Now first amount we cannot find. First we will write the narration. B, shares of Mahalakshmi Mill purchased and amount including brokerage is paid through check. Now we will calculate the amount. We have purchased 50 shares at the price 100 rupees, so the price is 5,000. Also we have paid the expense. So 5,000 multiplied 5,000, sorry, not multiply. We have paid the brokerage, so plus 2% brokerage expense. So now you can do with your calculator. In what way? 5,000 you have paid plus 2% brokerage, because expenses are always added, plus 2 and percentage. Sorry, I have made a mistake in writing brokerage. Brokerage 20 paise is paid by check. It will be not 2%. I have made a mistake in writing brokerage. See, there are 50 shares. 100 rupees per share, rupees is 5,000. Now they are telling that brokerage is 20 paise, but not 20%. It will be different thing. I will explain here how we have to calculate. See, amount is 5,000. Calculation is different, but we are looking in a short way. How you should do now? Brokerage. I will give one simple way. There is different ways to calculate. I have made one mistake in seeing this. Now how to calculate the brokerage? Amount is 5,000. Amount is 5,000. Now brokerage is 20 paise. So you will multiply 20. And paise is there, so in 1 rupee, how much paise is there? 100. Sorry. So 20 paise means 0.2. 20 paise means 0.2% directly. Sorry, it is my mistake again. I have to explain in a short way, because if we are doing so much long calculation, then it will take very much time. Actually, it will have to take long calculation. But how you will do? See, very easy thing I will say you. 5,000 is the amount of share. Brokerage is 20 paise. Now 20 paise is 20 by 100, so it is 0.2% actually. Directly they are not telling, here different way they are telling. Brokerage 20 paise per share is there. So 20 paise means 20 by 100. In 1 rupees there are 100 paise, so 20 by 100, so 0.2%. percentage you will add. I have made just a simple mistake, plus 2% I have said you, not 2%. How? You will do 5000 plus 0.2 and percentage, so you will get the final amount 5010. Okay, this way you do. There is so much methods to calculate, but our method should be such which should be simple and should be fast. How? Again I will explain. 50 shares, 100 per share, so 5000. Now brokerage, 5000 is the amount, 20 paise brokerage is there, not 20%, 20 paise is there. So that is percentage, but in how? I said paise means percentage, but in what way? 20 paise divided by 100, because in 1 rupees there are 100 paise. So you have to do this like this. 20 paise is 20 by 100, so 0.2 percentage. Don't take directly 2 percentage, 0.2 percentage. Why? Because it is paise is written. Paise means percentage, but 20 paise per share they are telling in such a way. So you should do like this. Other method is also there, but 2-3 steps additional you have to do. Additionally 2-3 steps you have to do. So instead of doing like this, whenever this thing is given, so if 50 paise is given, then first do 50 by 100. 60 paise, 60 by 100. 1 paise is given, then 1 by 100. 8 paise is given, then 8 by 100. So always divide by 100, because in 1 rupees there are 100 paise. So first you have to divide by 100. And then paisa means percentage. So 0.2 and percentage. So 5000 plus, you will write in calculator 5000 plus 0.2 and you will press percentage button, so you will get 5010. See, I will also 5000 plus 0.2 and then press percentage, you will get 5010. So this is the easy way. Otherwise 2 or 3 steps are there how this thing is coming, but we don't require that. Paisa means percentage, that thing is correct. But here 20 paisa is given, so always divide it by 100. So 20 by 100 is 0.2. If it is 8 paisa, then 8 by 100, then it is 0.08. Okay, so in this way you have to do, so that directly you will get that. So if we are doing with the log method, then first we will do how 10 rupees has coming in. That thing is not required. We can calculate it directly. Okay. So whenever you are seeing the words shares or debenture, you will write investment. Investment in, this is the name of company, Mahalakshmi shares account debit to bank account, being shares of Mahalakshmi Mill purchased, and the amount including brokerage is paid through check. 50 shares into 100, 5000. Now how much percentage? Paisa means percentage, but how much? 20 paisa is there. 20 by 100 is 0.2 percentage. So directly add 5000 plus 0.2 percentage, you will get 5010. Now 4000. Okay. For furniture of 5000, goods given of 4000. We are exchanging goods for purchasing furniture. Furniture is coming in, as I said in the rule, furniture or asset is coming in, debit that asset. Moreover, goods are going out, so other than sales, so purchase account should be credited. Now 5000 and 4000, 5000 is of furniture, 4000 is of goods. Look the amount of goods, so 4000 we will write. So the entry is furniture is coming in, so furniture account debit to purchase account. Amount will be of goods 4000, 4000. Here 4000, here 4000. B. Furniture purchased by giving goods. Next is number 5. An old machine of 6000 sold for 5000. I said that whenever we are selling our own assets of the business, look the profit loss also. Here a machine is sold, so machine is going out, machine is credit. We are getting 5000 for that, as no name is written, we are receiving cash of 5000. Now machine is credited with 6000, we are getting cash of 5000. So 1000 is loss and loss should be debit. And in debit side only 1000 is the balance. See how I said whenever we are purchasing any asset, asset is debited. Whenever we are selling any asset, asset is credited. But whenever we are selling our own asset, we should see the amount. See, don't see the amount profit loss here. Here furniture is coming out, goods are going out, we are writing the amount of goods only. We are not goods are of 4,000, 1,000 there is profit or 1,000 there is loss. You have to not see that thing here, but you have to see in whenever we are selling the asset. Here we are purchasing the asset by exchanging goods. So here you don't have to see, you have to see whenever we are selling. So furniture or machine is sold, so machine is credited. Cash is coming in 5,000, 5,000 is debited. Remaining 1,000 we are not getting, that is our loss, so loss should be debited. So cash is coming in. Cash account debit. We are incurring loss. Loss on sale of what? Sale of machine, account debit to machine account. Now the machine is of credit side, write 6,000. In the line of machine, credit side write 6,000. Now we are receiving 5,000 cash, so on the debit side of cash write 5,000. 6,000 minus 5,000, 1,000. So 5 plus 1, 6. 6 is here. B. Old machine of 6,000 sold for 5,000. So we can understand here it is loss. And last I am writing here, 6th one I am writing. Land purchase 50,000. Incurred 2,000 for documentation and legal charge. Payment is made in cash. No name is written from whom we are purchasing the land. So amount of land and amount of expense, all the expenses are paid by cash. As here all the expense is paid through bank, here all is purchased, all is paid by cash. So land is asset, is coming in land account debit. We are paying the total thing by cash, so cash will be credited. So land account debit to cash account. Now amount is including expense, so 52,000, 52,000. If you are getting confused, I will draw the lines also. No problem. So land account debit 52,000, cash account credit 52,000. B. Land purchased and documentation and legal charges paid, comma, payment is made in cash. So we are purchasing land, land is coming in, total amount is paid by cash, cash is credit. If party's name was written and we have not paid the amount, then party's name and the remaining amount in cash. Like furniture we have purchased, we are purchasing the furniture, not paying the amount to furniture, Kaveri furniture, but we are paying the expense in cash, so cash credit. We are not paying the amount to furniture owner, so see they are the giver, so they are credited and furniture is coming in with total amount. But here land is purchased and all amount is paid by cash, so land to cash and all the expense will be included here. $20,500, $3,050, $5,010, $4,000, $5,000, $1,000, $52,000, $90,560. 20,500, 3,000, 50, 5,000, 10, 4,000, 6,000 and 52,000. Sorry if I made mistake. 20,500, 3,050, 5,000, 10, 4,000, 5,000, 1,000, 52,000. 90,560. 20,500, 3,000, 50, 5,000, 10, 4,000, 6,000 and 52,000. It is 90,560. Again we will repeat once. Yes. A machine is purchased by check, rupees 20,000 and paid installation 500 in cash. A machinery is purchased, so machinery is coming in. Amount of machinery is paid by check, so bank is the giver, bank account credit, and the expense which we are incurring is paid in cash, so cash account credit and cash is going out. But machine should be debited with the total amount including expense. Bank credit 20,000, cash credit 500, total amount 20,500, because we are not showing the expense separately. A furniture of 3,000 purchased from Kaveri Furniture and carriage is paid in cash. We are purchasing furniture, furniture is coming in, furniture account debit. We are not paying the amount to Kaveri Furniture, they are just givers, so Kaveri Furniture credit. But we are paying carriage in cash, don't debit carriage, include it in furniture only, but we are paying in cash, cash is going out, cash credit. So furniture debit, Kaveri Furniture credit, as they are the giver, and cash goes out, so cash credit. So Kaveri Furniture 3,000, cash is 50, total amount of furniture 3,050. 50 shares of Mahalakshmi Mill purchased for 100 per share, brokerage 20 per share is paid by check. Whenever you are seeing the words shares or debentures purchased, that is our investment. So that is our asset also. So investment in Mahalakshmi Mill shares account debit. Whole amount including brokerage is paid through check, so bank account credit. Now how you will decide the amount? 50 shares are there, 100 rupees per share, so 5,000. Brokerage is added, but how much? Percentage, paisa means percentage. But 20 paisa is given, so directly don't 20% or not 2%. 20 by 100 is 0.2. If it is 8%, then 8 by 100, so 0.08 percentage. If it is 5 paisa, then 5 by 100, then 0.05 percentage. So it is 20 paisa, so 20 by 100, so 0.2 and percentage. So 5,000 plus 0.2 percentage is added, so 5,010. For furniture of 5,000, goods are given of 4,000. Exchange. Furniture is purchased and goods are going out other than sales, so furniture is coming in, furniture debit. Goods are going out other than sales, so purchase credit. Which amount is returned? The amount of goods, so furniture to purchase for 4,000. An old machine of 6,000 sold for 5,000. We are selling our own machine, so here we have to look profit or loss. As machinery is sold, machinery goes out, machinery credit. Cash is coming, so cash debit. Now 6,000 of machine is credit, 5,000 of cash is debit, so you have to think we are incurring loss, so loss is 1,000 is debited. So cash debit 5,000, loss debit 1,000, machinery credit 6,000. Land purchase 50,000, incurred 2,000 for documentation and legal charges, everything is paid by cash. So land is coming in, land account debit. Everything is paid by cash, cash is going out, cash credit. And including expense, we have to write the amount 50 plus 252,000. Okay. Now we are going for type 6, that is transaction of revenue and expense. Our next type is type 6. Transactions of revenue. Revenue means income. And expense. So looking at its theory part, very easy type. You all know, if it is expense, debit the expense. If it is income, credit the income. And opposite side, if they are paid, then cash credit. And if they are received, then cash debit. And not received, then name is written. Not paid, then name is written. Still we are saying it's theory. Pin number 76. Transactions of revenue and expense. As I said, revenue means income. Regularly, different type of expense take place during the accounting period of business. Different types of revenues also take place regularly. As per the rule of nominal account, expense and loss are debited, revenue and incomes or gains are credited. To operate the business, certain day-to-day expense like paper, pencil, rubber, ink, pen, statements, register, or sundry items or to the office are required. They are known as stationery. So if any of the above item is purchased, then you have to debit stationery account. If you are purchasing pen, then don't write pen account debit. Instead write stationery account debit. Painting work, repairing are maintenance expense of business. Besides this, salary, wages, telephone are also regular expense of business. Sundry expense of business like tea, refreshment, hospitality. Hospitality means you are giving the service. Expense or other entertainment expense are debited to sundry expense account. For tea, refreshment and small expense, name is sundry expense. Or you can write shop expense also. Incomes like interest received, commission, rent, brokerage, dividend are regular incomes of business. Let us acquire explanation for this illustration. Not required. We are going for the sum, and before going for the sum, I will give one or two important things for it. That is required in the sum. Okay? Yeah. First come to page number 104. Remain on that page. Note I will give. Whenever we receive dividend on shares or interest on debentures, comma, its income is credited and always this incomes will be received through bank. So always debit bank account for them. As you know, shares and debentures are our investment. Shares and debentures are our investment. So as we receive bank interest, we receive dividend on shares and interest on debentures. Its income is credited, so this dividend and interest is credited as per the rule of income. And as this is will be credited, always the incomes will be received through bank, so bank account will be debited. In the question they will not clear, they will only say that dividend on shares of rupees 5,000 is received. Dividend is income, dividend credit, but don't debit cash account. As you know, nothing is given than debit cash account only. But in this case, you have to debit bank account because these shares and debentures, we are always doing transactions through bank only. If still it is not given, you have to always write from bank account only. So this only you rule remember, otherwise everything is easy only. 11th question. For the following transactions of May 2014, so here month is May 2014, so all are of 152535. Write journal entry in books of Shashank. Name of the party is Shashank. So we are going for Mr. Shashank. Question number 11. Journal entries in books of Shashank. Date, particulars, LF number, debit rupees, credit rupees. As there are more transactions, we require 2 sides of board. This, in this nothing is coming, so draw very narrow. Okay, don't waste so much space for it. Here also I will draw. Transactions are more. Okay, let us continue the sum. So on 1st May 2014, paid means cash is paid, 500 for refreshment at inaugural function of shop. Inaugural function of shop, we are paying some refreshment expense. Just now only we have seen refreshment expense, tea and all such expense are debited to sundry expense or shop expense. Any name you can write, sundry or shop expense. Sundry means all the small expense. We have paid, expense are debit, so it should be debit. Sundry or shop expense should be debit, and paid word is given, so cash is going out, cash credit. So on 1/5/40, sundry or shop expense account debit. As it is paid, so to cash account, 500 debit, 500 credit. B, refreshment expense. B, refreshment expense paid on inaugural of shop. Next date is 2/5/40. Refreshment expense paid on inaugural of shop. On 2nd May, purchased necessary books of accounts 400 for business. We are purchasing books, paper, stationeries, all are the expense of stationery. So as it is expense, as we have paid, expense are debited. So stationery expense account debit, as it is paid, cash is credit. These are all simple transactions. Stationery expense account debit to cash account 400. B, books of account purchased. Next date is 3/5/40. Paid 200 for wages, 100 for carriage. Wages is expense, wages will be debit. Carriage is expense, carriage is debit, and we have paid both, so cash is credit. Don't think of previous sum. We were not showing carriage and any of the expense because we are purchasing the asset, we are adding that expense to them. But here what is the thing? Here simply we are paying the expense. Both are expense, both are debit, cash is credit. Wages account debit, carriage account debit, both are expense, so both are debit. Cash is paid for them, cash account credit. Wages are 200, carriage is 100, total paid 300. B, wages and carriage paid. Next date is 5/5/40. Paid 500 for shop rent, 300. So you don't confuse in this thing. Don't write directly that shop rent account debit and house rent account debit. Shop rent account debit, it is correct, but don't write house rent account because house rent is a personal, for that drawings account is required. So don't be in so much hurry. Okay. So shop rent account debit. Now for house rent what we will write? Drawings account debit to cash. Now shop rent we have paid 500 and house rent is 300. 500, 300 total item. B. Here we can write clearly. B. shop rent and house rent paid. Next date is 10/5/40. So on this day 400 received for commission. We have received, so cash is coming in, cash debit. We have received for what? What is the income? Commission. So cash to commission. So cash account debit to commission account 400 being commission received. Next date is 12/5/40. A check of ₹800 received for brokerage. Now we are again receiving brokerage, so brokerage is income, brokerage credit. Here commission received, so commission credit. But here simply commission is received, so cash is coming in. Here we are receiving a check for brokerage, so bank is receiving, not we are receiving, so bank debit and brokerage credit. So bank account debit to brokerage account. Amount is 800. Being brokerage received through check. Next date is 15/5/40. Paid advertisement bill of Gujarat Samachar 300. So we are paying the bill for advertisement, so that is advertisement expense account debit and cash account credit. So advertisement expense account debit to cash account. Amount is 300. Being advertisement bill of Gujarat Samachar paid. This type is very important. Okay, expense and incomes are very easy, but they are important also in their way. 25/40. Received equity share dividend 500. Now what the word is there? Dividend on shares is there. So don't, that dividend is credit we know, but don't debit cash account, because you will say that nothing is given, so we will debit cash account. No, when there are dividend or debenture interest or dividend on share is there, always debit bank account. They will receive in bank only. Okay, but things will not be clear for that. So correct entry for that is bank account debit. Which dividend is there? Equity share dividend. Or you simply write dividend, then also it is okay. If you are simply writing dividend, then also it is okay, but they are telling the type of dividend, equity share dividend account. How much? 5. Debited. Credit side being equity share dividend received. Okay, whenever the word dividend on shares or interest on debentures are given, it is received in bank order. SR company has paid debenture interest by check. Here they are clearing by check, but in previous transaction they are not clearing, but they are received in check only. So here we are receiving debenture interest of SR company by check. So bank will be debited, debenture interest will be credited. But sometimes If the word check is not clear, then also it will be bank only will be debited. So you remember that thing, okay? 24, 540. Here thing is not clear, but here they are clear. But simply you should know the common sense. So bank account debit to SR company debenture interest account, because we are just writing the name of company. If you don't write the name of company, then also it is correct. Being SR company debenture interest received through check. But remember, debenture interest and equity share, always bank is debited. Okay, simple thing. Next is last 25, 540. 3,000 paid for signboard of business. We have paid, so cash is credit. Now will you write signboard of business account debit? Signboard of business is a type of furniture of our business, because that we don't change every time, we change it after a long time. So it is our type of asset, so it is included in furniture. So furniture account debit to cash account 3,000. But in narration you can make the things clear. Narration is for that only. Being paid for signboard of business. $500, $400, $200, $100, $500, $300, $400, $800, $300, $500, $1,000, $3,000, $8,000. Credit side: $500, $400, $300, $800, $400, $800, $300, $500, $1,000, $3,000, $8,000. Let's look all the things once more so that things are clear. Okay. So paid 500 for refreshment and inaugural of shop. We are paying refreshment expense. We have paid, so cash has gone out. Cash is credit. Now inaugural expense, refreshment expense are included in sundry or shop expense. So you can write any name, sundry or shop expense account debit to cash account. Purchase necessary books of account for business. So these books are included in stationery. So stationery is an expense. Stationery expense account debit to cash account. Paid for wages and paid for carriage. Both wages and carriage are our expense. Both are debited. Cash is paid. Cash is credit. Paid for shop rent and house rent. So don't be in hurry. Shop rent is expense, so shop rent debit. House rent is expense of personal. So instead of house rent, drawings account debit. Okay, so shop rent account debit, so drawings account debit to cash account. Received for commission. We are receiving, so cash is coming in, and commission is the income, so cash account debit to commission account. Then a check of 800 received from brokerage. We are receiving brokerage by check, so bank is the receiver, bank account debit, and we are receiving brokerage, that is our income, so to brokerage account. Next, paid advertisement bill of Gujarat Samachar. So advertisement expense is incurred, so advertisement expense account debit to cash account. Now for equity, for dividend on shares or debenture interest, if word check is not clear, still always will debit bank account. So we are receiving equity share dividend. So bank account debit, you can simply write to dividend account also. Here name is given equity share dividend, we can write equity share dividend. And in the next question, SR company debenture interest is received, so bank account debit and debenture interest, or SR company debenture interest account credit, because both are incomes and both are fixedly received in bank only. If word check is given or not given, bank will be debited. And last, we are paying for signboard of business. Now signboard is such a thing that is type of asset, because we are not changing it every day. We are changing after a long time. So that is included in furniture. So furniture account debit to cash account. Okay friends, so that's all for today. We will go to see next part the next day. That's all for today. Thank you.